Hi folks, Rubber Mold Man here with my next video in how to make quality concrete statuary using latex, rubber, and fiberglass molds such as these here that I make. I'm actually in the corner of one of my mold making rooms to do this video, so you can actually see a little bit around me some of my work and that I actually do make the molds. This video is actually about one specific thing. I've had a few people contact me wondering what I'm talking about in my videos when I say a mold is seamless or it has a seam. I thought, I kind of explained it before, but I'll go into a little more detail. Just explain that. But before I do that, I just real quick want to do a little advertising for myself, just to let you folks know my website is finally live, rubbermoldman.com. You can go to it now. It's basically my online catalog with all my mold designs. It's not full yet. We're still putting our designs in there. Each day we're trying to get it loaded up. We should eventually have about 250 or so designs available for purchase in there. But it is up and active now, rubbermoldman.com. Go and check it out. We certainly appreciate it. In fact, right now, because it's a new site, to encourage folks to check it out, we're giving an automatic 15% off anything that's purchased off of my site there. And I do still have my weekly auctions on eBay for the time being, so you can check those out. My eBay ID is FunBud1952. Okay, to the matter at hand, seamless versus molds with a seam. Now, in one of my last videos, I showed how this particular mermaid mold is actually able to be used without a fiberglass backing like this. Now, you can use it either way. I make it with fiberglass backing or without. Again, without the fiberglass, you have to use it in sand to hold the shape of the rubber. But here's the thing. This is a small enough mold. Despite how detailed that mermaid was, the mold itself will actually peel off of the mermaid. You just, because it'll turn inside out there, and you get it off that mermaid relatively easy without a problem with that. Now, this mold here isn't finished. I'm actually just getting ready to finish and put the fiberglass on it. But this is actually a bigger version of this mermaid. It's the exact same looking piece, just a bigger version of it. And again, it's still, in the rough. I have to finish it up on that. But what you see coming off the back of this here is what will be the seam on this mold, because this one is too big to peel off inside out easily and get off the finished product. So what will end up being here is I trim this down, and it'll be in fiberglass, so when your statue is made and cured in there, you take your two halves of your fiberglass off, and this will open up, thus allowing you to get that mermaid out. That's really the difference, and I'm going to show you in a little more detail here on this owl mold. This particular mold is a rubber and fiberglass. It has the rubber insert with the fiberglass shell. It makes this beautiful, cute owl here. I'll just move him to the side a little bit. Now I'm going to go ahead and take the mold apart here. Now I use clamps like this for almost all of my molds, even the real big ones. Now where the seam is, like in this case, the seam's right here, it's not always a bad idea to put a bolt through one or two of the holes at the seam just to make sure that it stays lined up. But the clamps themselves usually do a good enough job. They hold it pretty good and they're easy to get on and off. So we do that, we take the fiberglass shell off. Now, this is empty. I just finished making it. There's nothing in here. But if this had a cured concrete statue in it, there's no way this rubber would peel up and off of that owl on its own. The rubber's stretchy, it has some give, but we're just asking too much of it to do that, and it would just kill your fingers. So it has this seam off the one side here, so that, again, pretending there's a statue in here, you would actually remove this rubber from the statue by opening up the seam, just right up the side there, and then you would just take the rubber here and peel it up and off your finished statue, no problem. That is really all I am talking about when I say a mold has a seam or doesn't have a seam. It's just an opening in the rubber that allows you to access your statue very easily. And the seams are made to where they go together super tight. There's hardly any leakage of that comes through them, especially if you take the time to put the clamps on it properly. So no issues there. So that's really it, folks. Hope that answers your questions about seams in the molds. They're really a non-issue. I don't think that because a mold has a seam that even if you're a beginner, they're a problem. They're not. This is a very simple mold to use. I would have no issue having a beginner try this mold at all. Now, if you have any other questions, feel free to email me at rubbermoldman@gmail.com. and I'll do my best to answer them. I'm actually working on a video about frequently asked questions, just a bunch of random things that people ask that I'll just quickly run through. And I'm also going to be continuing my series of how to do the paint finishes. That seems to be the one that everybody really enjoys, is seeing all the different finishes that you can do on statuary, such as this finish. Now, if you saw my first of my painting videos where I did the black with the white dry brush over it, this was done the same way. I did a black base coat like I did in that video, then I dry brushed over with a brown, and then I took that same brown and added a little bit of white to it, and just very, very lightly went over the brown again with a lighter coat of the brown to give it an even softer look. And it gives it a very nice look. So that there is just another idea for one of the paint finishes. But I'll do more of the videos showing that. And like I said, I'll continue on the videos explaining any of the issues or questions you might have for you folks trying to get into this business and learning about it. And again, don't forget my website, now live, rubbermoldman.com. Check it out. Very excited about it. Thanks for watching, folks, and I'll see you soon in my next video. Bye-bye.